My friends, this might be the best tutorial ever to show, to teach, to provide people with the ability, I think, to apply critical thinking and to use the news to apply their analysis and the like. What am I talking about? Well, simply this. It appears, as you know, that Israeli officials, by the way, are saying they had nothing to do with the helicopter crash that killed Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi, and along with his Iran's foreign minister and 7 others. Okay? Iran is yet to provide any details surrounding the crash beyond poor weather. Do you hear what I'm saying? Now, let me tell you what we don't know. Everything. That doesn't mean you as citizen journalists should not look into this. Oh, no, absolutely not. But here's the rules. Number 1, there are folks who understand what probable cause is. Probable cause is what you have. That's the initial level of inquiry that you have to further inspire an investigation. This is when you say, this is something. Should you suspect Israel? Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Come on. Please. After the attack in Damascus, after the retaliation, after it goes suspect number 1. Just like in a case where there's a murder, you always look at the spouse and you look at family members, right? It's that simple. Understand, that simple. Period. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows this. We know this. You know this. Everybody. That's number 1. Number 2, there's going to be absolutely denials. Denial because they didn't have anything to do with it, or kind of a wink-wink denial. Next, there is going to be this absolute plethora, this avalanche of individuals who are involved in analyzing this, who have expertise in helicopter flights. Remember, this is kind of like Kobe Bryant, sort of. Remember when that came forth? And I learned more about helicopter flight and safety from people who were themselves involved in helicopter flight and pilots and the like, because of how thin the atmosphere is, and they shouldn't have done this. So they're going to be looking right now at the weather and wondering, was this the grossest form of negligence ever? That we're going to find out about. And don't be surprised if you find from people who themselves are experts who are going to say, this is crazy. Now, who would double up and double down on that? People who want to perpetuate that as the theory. Because remember, was it an accident? Obviously. Res ipsa loquitur, where the act speaks for itself, where negligence is presumed, which is an American tort concept. This is when you're not really sure about kind of instrumentality, but you can presume. The other is going to be some type of nefarious sabotage or some kind of a direct hit by suspect number 1, Israel. And repeat, there's no evidence now of that. But that's the suspect. When you're a cop, you look at the suspect. You look at who's made threats against this woman in the past. Did she just break up with somebody? When there's arson, did somebody just get an insurance policy? You look at probable cause. You look at the facts. You look at everything that surrounds the issue. That's exactly what you do. Now, then we look to our friends on the internets. And this is, God bless them, but this is where I say, okay, there are folks who love this notion called direct or directed energy weapons. They love this. They love this. Either low orbital, satellite, direct lights, beams of light, beams of lasers, beams, something they have in their mind this. And you hear it always in terms of right after any kind of fire, any kind of mysterious, like Northern California or Lahaina, you always hear Somebody somewhere say, there are reports that citizens saw lasers, or don't ask MTG about that. By the way, that's indictable. Pardon me, I had to bring that up. Are direct energy weapons possible? Yes. How do they work? I'm not sure. But we know this. But understand something. There are people who, remember, are motivated by two things. Number one, to be out there, to get the clicks, to get the attention, and to be a part of the, dare I say, I don't want to call it the conspiracy world, but to be a leader in the conspiracist movement. And there are other people who say, ooh, I like that. I am going to pursue that from a level of intrigue and a level of suspicion to I believe that's what happened. Probable cause turns into reasonable doubt. Reasonable doubt is the level that you use at the end of the case, at the end of the trial. This is when you say, ladies and gentlemen, here is the proof that it happened. This is as high as it gets. Reasonable doubt. Okay? Not preponderance of the evidence, not prima facie, not proof evident and presumption great, not clear and convincing. No. So the bottom line is simply this. Keep focusing. And remember, do not pay any attention whatsoever to American news or Western news sources because they have no interest whatsoever in the truth. And also remember that Iran, no matter what, is, according to Western and U.S. media, always construed as evil. Evil. They're evil. The whole area, the evil empire, evil. And if that's your predisposition, truth is the first victim, okay? Now, let me just say this one more time. None of this is impossible. None of this is beyond the stretch of imagination. Nothing is in and of itself beyond ludicrous. Just be very careful, my friends, and comment as you see fit.